Live from Las Vegas, this is NAB Show Live, produced by Broadcast Beat.
Ryan Salazar here with NAB Show Live, and we have Chris Scurto of ZeeVee. How you doing, Chris?
Doing great. How are you, Ryan?
Doing good. So you guys are no stranger to NAB Show Live and Broadcast Beat?
No, we're not. And thanks for stopping by.
Of course, yeah. So let's talk about the ZeeVee 4K, and apparently this is the third generation.
It is. It says we're not new to the game, right? We've been at this for over 2.5 years, have invested, years and years and years of research into this and R&D. And so this is actually our third generation, got a lot of new features built into it.
Excellent. So what is the system? Let's explain what it does for folks that might not know.
Absolutely. So essentially it is a video distribution system over plain off-the-shelf Ethernet switching. In this case, ZeeVee 4K requires a 10 gig switch, just a layer 2 switch, but just off the shelf. Could be a Netgear, could be Arista, could be Cisco. We're not that hung up on what switch manufacturer it is.
So this is video distribution throughout like an educational facility, maybe a hotel or something like that?
Yeah, educational. The ZeeVee's more or less, back-end broadcast distribution, part of the workflow distribution, part of, hospital in the radiology department, things like that, real high-end where uncompressed, zero latency, and pixel-for-pixel recreation of a picture is important.
Excellent. Let's talk about this hardware down here. Just curious what that is.
Yeah, that's the RF stuff. That's kind of where we cut our teeth. We've been at this. We just celebrated our 10th anniversary last Sunday, so we're real excited about that. But that's the RF stuff that distributes stuff to stadiums, the suites in stadiums and around hospitals to the patient rooms, things where a coax network really are present and still being used today.
Got it. So let's walk over here, and we're going to talk about some of the other stuff that you guys have. This is, I see digital encoders and modulators here as well.
Yeah, the top one is really the HD Bridge 3000. That one we launched last October, and it is just selling like crazy. And it is a modular system that allows you to pick what you want to do with it in terms of it's got 12 media modules that slide in and out, and it allows you to pick the resolution, allows you to pick the input type, and it's still a coax distribution system, but now what we've added to this is IP. So it'll simultaneously do coax and IP for those people who want to transition over time to IP.
So this would be called a head end, basically?
Yeah, absolutely. It would be a head end. You'd see it in a hospital. You'd see it in a university where there's pumping out content to, digital signage, pumping out content all over, in a stadium for that matter, where it's going to the suites, it's going to the locker rooms, stuff like that.
Okay, and so of course, I assume this is like digital signal, so you're creating channels for your television sets throughout your facility to tune in.
Exactly. A great example might be somebody at a stadium where they've got menu boards they want to distribute, where they've got direct TV content they want to distribute to the suites for NFL Sunday, and you might also have content that's privileged to the actual NFL team itself, where it's team information going around, schedules, stuff like that.
Well, so I could see the use, especially in a stadium. So let's give, for example, you have a bunch of food stands, right? And they're throughout the stadium. They all sell the same items. They tune them into the same channel. They all get the same menu. You're done.
Right, exactly. And it's only one change to change everything on all those. And at the end of the game, the great part is you just change the channel on the TV, and suddenly there's a thank you message, or the athletes saying thanks for coming to the game. Don't make sure to be at next Sunday's game, or tune in whenever to the live shows, whatever it might be.
Well, that's quite exciting. It's pretty versatile too. That's great.
Well, that's the part of it. We don't care what the content is. We're just distributing the content.
Sure.
So it's left to the imagination of the end user, really, and we're constantly amazed at what people are doing with this stuff.
All right. Chris Scurto with ZeeVee. Thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Good to see you.
Have a great rest of your NAB.
Thanks a lot. We're really looking forward to it.